Have you ever wondered if you should be dehydrating foods? Have you wondered, does it cost too much? Is it too impractical to do? Well, today we're going to answer those questions. And at the end, I'm going to share with you my favorite foods to dehydrate and why. I'm Annette Reeder, the biblical nutritionist, and I'm on mission to help you be confident in the kitchen, confident in cooking healthy for your family, and overall confident in understanding just how much God loves you. Thank you for joining. Now, to make sure you don't miss any of these videos, be sure and hit the subscribe button down below, and then there's a little bell next to it. Ring the bell, and that way you'll be notified every time there's a new video posted. And we have a lot of information to teach you, so I don't want you to miss a single episode. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up. Okay, let's get started. So today, I want to talk to you about dehydrating. Dehydrating foods, you've been eating dehydrated foods for a long time. Many of your spices are dehydrated. Many of the seeds that you use in cooking are dehydrated. You might use different powdered foods. Well, that's dehydrated food. Well, today I want to share with you that of all the cooking methods out there, it took me a little while to get into this, although I got into this before I got into canning, but this is the cooking method I love over all of them. I just love it because I feel like, one, I can't do it wrong, and that's always a blessing when you're a messy cook like I am. And it just has such satisfaction because I get to take advantage of a great harvest, either in my garden or a great sale at the grocery store. I don't have to worry about what season we're in, and I get to bring it home, dehydrate it, and store it. Let me share with you a story. Here's some kale, and 2 years ago, I had some kale. I planted it in the fall. Well, in the fall, it just didn't really do much. Well, lo and behold, I look out the window in January and my kale is just growing all over the place. Well, I went out there and with my shears and cut it down. I left just a little bit like that in the ground. And I had a huge bowl of kale. I brought it in, I washed it, and then I dehydrated it because we couldn't have eaten that much kale. I dehydrated it. From that big bowl, I had 2-quart jars of dehydrated kale. So realize 1 cup of fresh produce is equivalent sort of to 1 tablespoon of dehydrated. It kind of depends if you powder it down, because if you powder it down, then you might be down to a teaspoon. Can you imagine a huge cup going down to a teaspoon once it's dehydrated? Well, then I looked out the window 3 weeks later, and the kale had grown back. I went out there, mowed it down again, brought it in my great big bowl, dehydrated it. That winter, I ended up with over 6 quarts of dehydrated kale, and we're still using it today. So it's just one of the most fun types of preserving food that you can do. So today I just want to share with you, this is my dehydrated kale, and I love it. I've got some dehydrated yellow peppers, and these, once again, were another story. A farmer just had too many. He didn't know what to do. So he gave me bushels, and I do mean bushels of peppers. Now, no one can eat that many peppers, but you can dehydrate them and throw them in any dish whatsoever. So let's just talk about the 3 reasons why you should consider dehydrating. Number 1, it's fun, and it's economical. You'll buy a dehydrator for prices range anywhere from $100 to $300. And I have practiced with the $50 ones, and yeah, I wouldn't go there. They just don't work very well. Then there's the upper level ones, like in the $300 range. That was a waste of money because the one I bought is only like around $100, depends on what the sales are. And it does a perfect job. Okay. So it's fun and economical. Number 2, it's simple. You can have your children doing the dehydrating. All you do, let's just show you here. I have a tray here of some dehydrated kale. All you do is just put the leaves in the tray. They don't even have to be dry because let the dehydrator dry them. And then turn it on overnight. In the morning, you've got dehydrated kale. You don't even have to watch it. You don't have to watch the stove or check the oven temperature. So let's think about this. I've already told you it's fun and economical. It's simple. You can have your children do it. This dehydrator here is called the Filter Pro, Liquip Filter Pro. So it has a filter in the bottom. That way the air that's blowing across the food has been filtered so you're not getting impurities and things like that on your food. It just turns on You've got a timer, and you also have a temperature gauge. Let me lift it up a little bit so you can see it better. And I can set this for a very long time. It looks like I can set it up to 24 hours. And then my temperature goes all the way up to 158. Now I don't use that. I want to keep my vegetables and my fruits down below 115. Between 105, 115, and that's perfect. It retains all of your enzymes, it retains your vitamins and your minerals. Remember, you're only getting rid of the water. And when you dehydrate around 112, 115, you're preserving the nutrients. Now, if I excited you yet about dehydrating, everybody should dehydrate. Super simple. I've got other foods here. I've got my sliced tomatoes. I've got a fresh batch of strawberries that I just made. And look at how pretty. I still have all the color in my strawberries. It's amazing. I've got cantaloupe here. I've got pineapple. Oh, pineapple. When they go on sale at the grocery store, just buy a full crate full, bring it home, dehydrate it, and you're set for years with a quick snack for your kids. We're always looking for the quick, healthy snacks for our kids. Dehydrated pineapple is so good, but they only need like a tablespoon. It still has all of the this vitamin C that it has normally. I even have some rhubarb. So we could have a strawberry rhubarb pie in the middle of winter. As soon as all I have to do is rehydrate it. I've written about this and other prepper ideas in my Proverbs 31 prepper book. You probably weren't aware that I have this book. It's very popular, and I just want to let you know about that. So these are the reasons why you should be dehydrating. Fun, economical, it's simple, anyone can do it, and it's just the best way to preserve your food. I can store these in my pantry for years, and I don't have to worry about the power going off, the freezer space, any of that. And it's just fun. I said that several times. Just want to make sure you got it. My favorite food to dehydrate is pineapple and strawberries. They make the most delicious snack. So if you're sitting at TV at night and you're like, oh, I just want something sweet, grab you some dehydrated strawberries and some pineapple. Thanks for joining me. Be sure and say you like this down below. Leave a comment. What is your favorite food to dehydrate? And then how do you use it in a recipe? So that's a lot for us to chat about. But I look forward to reading your comments and seeing what you like to dehydrate. This is the Filter Pro, the Quip dehydrator. I'll leave a link to that down below as well. Enjoy it, have fun, and I'm Annette Reeder, the Biblical Nutritionist. I'm here to help you be confident in the kitchen.